Okay, everybody, are you ready to go back to another set of stats and probs? I'm very excited talaga to discuss more with you. So let's do this, okay? Now let's go to letter C. When we're already in letter C, we're now talking about compound probability. Sa compound probability, it talks about probability such that it is compound. Yung ano to, di ba, remember compound na when you combine the two probabilities together. Okay? So now let's get started. Letter number 1, Rickshan C rolled a die and tossed a coin. Ibig sabihin, hinagis na yung die at mag-toss ng coin. So when he tossed the coin and rolled a die, he should get these outcomes. Okay, this is a very simple question. Diba remember, when you toss a coin, ilan yung mga possible outcomes doon? Dalawa. Tama? It's either you get heads or tails. Pag hinagis mo yung die, ilan yung mga outcomes doon? 6. So there are 12. Bakit ganon? May end, di ba? Kapag end sa compound probability, it's multiplication rule. Kapag or, i-add mo. Like for example, heads or tails, it's either one of the two outcomes, di ba? Pero coin and a die. 2 times 6. Kasi nga ganito yung ginawa ko. Heads or tails, head 1, tails 1, head 2, tails 2, head 3, tails 3, and so on. So therefore, there are 12 possible outcomes. Now, let's answer the question. Number 1. For number 1, di ba sabi ko dito, wait lang po. So yan, di ba? So those are the outcomes. Now, let's get the probability of each. He will get a head and a 1. So, ibig sabihin, kapag tinos ni Rickshan ang coin, he will get the head. Tapos, and then, when he roll the die, ang gusto niya kunin ay 1. So, he will get a head and a 1. So, ganito ang formula. Di ba remember, ito yung formula sa tails, di ba? Di ba remember, when you toss a coin, the probability that you will get of heads and tails, heads or tails, is 1. Pero ang sabi dito, head. So, isa out of dalawa. So, 1 over 2. Pero, since this is multiplication rule, you have to multiply that, its end, di ba? And then, di ba remember, you need to get 1. So, head and a 1. So, head and 1. So, head, 1. Ito yun. So, 1 out of 12. So, therefore, we apply multiplication law. 1/2 times 1/6. 1/2 because, diba, that's the probability of getting a head when tossing a coin. Times 1/6 because 1/6 pertains to the probability of rolling a die. Rolling a 1 in a die. And there's 1 out of 12 outcomes. If you convert that to fraction, this should be 1 out of 12. Diba? And if you are to apply your common sense without doing the formula, you can see on the table, if you are to get a head and a 1, it looks like that din. Bakit wala? So, tama. That's supposed to be 1 over 12. Kasi nga, 1/2 times 1/6, that's 1 over 12. Okay? Or 0.08, the probability is 8.33%. Diba? So, 1 over 12, does it match? Let's see. And of course, there's a head and a 1 right here. If you look at the table right here. Tama, it makes a match. Next, letter B. Are you ready? Next question. He will get tails or the number 2. So, tails. Diba remember when we say tails, ibig sabihin the tail. So, where are the tails? Ito yun, diba? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Diba? 6 tails. So, the probability of getting tails is 1/2. For ano yun, rolling the die. Diba? 1/2. And then, diba remember, for getting a 2 or a 2, that means may kasamang dalawa. Or a 2. Therefore, his satisfaction is when he rolls a die, he will get tails. Roll a die, he will get the number 2. Pero when he tosses the coin, he will get tails. So therefore, ito yung column na nasa tails. There are 6 possible outcomes that he will get. So therefore, that's already equivalent to 1 whole. That's already equivalent to 1/2. Diba remember, the probability of getting tails is 1/2. Diba? And then the probability of getting, or a 2, that's equivalent to 1/6. Diba? Pero, diba remember, if you look at the table here, he will get tails or the number 2. And even if it were a head, he still gets the number 2. So that's already counted. But the tails is right here. So the direct answer is 7/12. If you are to look at the table for the solution sheet. Diba? Pero if you are to apply the formula, it's going to be like this. You will have to do 1/2, which is the probability of getting tails, plus 1/6. Let's see if it makes sense. Wait lang po ah. It's wrong. Yeah. At saka we still need to subtract 1. Kasi nga diba remember, if you will get tails and 2. So that's already the probability that satisfies. So therefore, we have to remove that 1. So therefore, it's going to be 2/12, 1/6, 1/2, plus, ano yun? 1/6, minus 1/6. Tama ba? Something like that. Yeah, it's still that answer. Pero if you were to use your common sense, that's supposed to be 7. Diba? It's supposed to be 7. Kasi diba remember, you will get 2. Kahit na heads, that is already your satisfaction. Pero for tails, that will be everything. So when you roll a die, it lands on 2. Pero when you toss a coin, hindi siya naka-tails. That is already the satisfaction that you want. Or either way, let's say for example, kapag heads, and then what you roll is it landed kapag tails, and then it did not land on a number 2, okay lang yun because you got your satisfaction of tails. Pero if it's both, of course you'll get so lucky that it's both. Diba? So that's why there's mutual. So we need to exclude this one, tails and 2, which is the probability that satisfies you. So we just use our common sense. This is how it's gonna be done. And when we make the table. Next, number 3. Where's number 3? Yan. He will get a head and a number divisible by 3. So this is joint end, multiplication, di ba? So therefore, the head is 1/2. So kailangan namin 1/2 divided by, and then times, he will get a number that's divisible by 3. And when you roll a die, what are the numbers that are being divisible by 3? 3 and 6. So there they are, 3 at saka yung 6. Head, and then 3/6. So therefore, that's 2/6. So therefore, that's supposed to be 2 out of 12 outcomes. Am I right? Yeah, it should be. 2 out of 12 outcomes, which simplifies to 16.666% in 1/6. That's the answer. Next, letter D. He will get a tail number. He will get a tail and a number whose name starts with the letter F. So tail, do I remember these are the tails? Pero which among the numbers names has the name that starts with the letter F? Of course, it's 4 and 5, so still the same answer. 1/2 times 2, 6. And you will still get the same answer. Yan. That's it. Okay, next question. Let's go to number 2. Rafi enjoys exploring new galaxies in his game of Super Mario Galaxy. So, let's play this probability game and find out each of the following. Like letter A. And you know already my favorite game during that time was Super Mario Galaxy. You know Super Mario Galaxy, the game where Mario keeps on going on adventures to rescue stars. And yeah, he will travel to different galaxies. And he will play, and in Super Mario Galaxy, there are so many different galaxies in a game. Not like in Super Mario Galaxy 2, there are 49 different galaxies. But in Super Mario Galaxy, the literal version, there are, I think, around more than 30 different galaxies. So yeah, let's see. So we have the terrace. We know the terrace, there's 6. Fountain, there's 16. Fountain, and then bedroom, kitchen, up to engine room, they're all 6. And then when you're already in the garden, which is a secret room of Princess Rosalina, that's only 5. The pink lumas are counted. And then don't forget we have the trial galaxy, so 38. And then gateway, and then grand finale, 39. Tama ba? 39. And then we have the gateway galaxy, that's 40. And then the Boo Boneyard galaxy, that's 41. And then the fate of the universe, that is 42. So tama, 42 different galaxies. So 42 possible outcomes. Now let's answer this. Playing a galaxy found in the terrace or in the bedroom. Of course, in the terrace there are 6 galaxies, and in the bedroom there are also 6 galaxies din. So 6/42 plus 6/42. That is the answer. Ganito kasi yun. we should get this answer of 28.57%. Yan. That's the answer in letter A. Next, letter B. Play a galaxy found in the engine room or any of the pink Luma galaxies. Of course, in the engine room, we know that there are 5 galaxies. Tama? 6. 5. Pero the pink Lumas, there are 7. Or if you are to include the pink Lumas in the, in the engine room, that's counted as 6. Pero for the pink Lumas, there are 7 and we need to remove the duplicate. Kasi nga, ang kailangan namin sa joint OR, ibig sabihin, when there are mutually inclusive events, ang kailangan namin i-deduct. So therefore, that's 12 out of 42. Because there are 5 in the engine room, we have the what do you call that? The Sea Slide Galaxy, Toy Time Galaxy. What's the third one ba? The Gold Leaf Galaxy, Kingfin, and ano pa? The King Caliente. So there's 5. And then the pink Luma galaxies, we have the Rocky Road, the Sticky Situation, and then we have the Green Hill Galaxy, Big Mouth, and then Sandy Spiral, Catch the Star Bunny, Snow Bunny Challenge, and Boost Boneyard. So tama, 12. So therefore, that's 12 out of 42 possible outcomes. So that's 5 over 42 plus 7 out of 42 outcomes. And this will be the answer. Wow, it's still the same. 28%. Same brain just like last time, okay? Next, letter C. Playing in galaxies where Luigi must be rescued or in the fountain. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I love playing Super Mario Galaxy. I hope Mario can save me again. I know I'm hidden in any of these galaxies and just hope that I can be rescued. Go check it out. Yeah, I know. Because in the galaxies where Luigi must be rescued, one of them is in the Good Egg Galaxy. Oh, yeah. I remember that time when Mario saved me. I was up in the roof. I was stuck and I can't get down. The other one is in the Honey Hive Galaxy. Oh, yeah. I remember that when there was a bug that bugged me. And lucky thing, even if Mario were a bee, Raffi were a bee, a bumblebee, he still saved me. And don't forget the Battle Rock Galaxy where I have to rescue underneath the saucer just to lure a bullet bill. Oh, yeah. Can't forget that. Because you have to bring a bullet bill to the cage where I'm trapped. And I first rescued you at the Ghosty Galaxy in the very first episode where I have to, be dressed up like Blue Mario. Oh, yeah, that's also where you must save me. So, 4 galaxies where I must be saved. Okay, yeah, so that's 4 out of 42. Pero, found in the fountain, of course, Battle Rock, that does not count anymore. So, therefore, 3 plus, 6. So, 6 plus 3 over 42. That's the answer, di ba? 6 over 42 plus 3 over 42. The 6 over 42 pertains to the galaxies where you find in the fountain. And the 3 out of 42 pertains to the galaxies where Luigi must be rescued. So, yan. And that's the answer. 21.42% is the answer. Next, letter D. Playing 2 galaxies. One is in the engine room and the other is in the trial galaxies. Yeah, this time when you're playing 2 galaxies. This time, although I didn't specify that it can be repeated or can't be repeated. But let's just assume na lang that they are repeated. Let's say, for example, you want to go to the same galaxy again. Okay? So, yan. So, here's how we're gonna do it. So, when you play in 2 galaxies, one is in the engine room and the other is in any of the trial galaxies. Of course, the engine room, there are 5, diba? 6 galaxies there. So, 6 out of 42. And then, we multiply that with the other trial galaxies. So, that's 4 out of 42. So, tama. That's multiplication rule because it's n. Okay? So, therefore, 6 out of 42, that is for the engine room, times the trial galaxies, such that they are repeated. Let's say, for example, if you play a galaxy there, it can still be repeated. This is the answer. Yan, and the answer is 1.36%. Next, letter E. The last one is this. Playing galaxies where purple comets are found or any galaxy that has the bullet bill enemy. Of course, the galaxies where purple comets are, of course, yaha! Of course, I love collecting purple coins in that galaxy. Purple Coin Adventure Hunt is so much fun. Yaha! Yeah, of course. And there's 15 of them, right? The 15 normal galaxies where you must get the purple coins. And then you also have Gateway's purple coins, that's 16. And then the Trial Galaxy, where you must obtain all the purple coins, so that's 17. So 17 out of 42. Tama? 17 out of 42. Plus the galaxy that contains Bullet Bill. So what are the galaxies that contain Bullet Bill enemy? Of course, in Good Galaxy, there's a Bullet Bill. So we cannot count that. Of course, we cannot count the literal galaxy, the galaxies where there's purple coins. So kailan tayo sa iba kung yung walang purple coin? Of course, there's a Bullet Bill in the, as far as you can remember, in Bowser Jr.'s, what do you call that? Bowser Jr.'s Mega League Adventure. So there is a Bullet Bill there. Even, ano yun? So what you call this? Where's that other galaxy ba? Yeah, in the Battleship of Bowser Jr., of course, a Bullet Bill is depicted when Bowser Jr. gets mad. And then in the, what do you call this? In the Spicy Return of King Caliente, of course, there is a Bullet Bill din. So, 3. 3. And then in the Fate of the Universe, tama, 4. So, there are 4 galaxies, other galaxies, where there are no purple coins, but the Bullet Bill is found. Oo nga pala, I forgot, Boy-Based Galaxy. Kasi po, remember when I tried to explore Boy-Based Galaxy, there's also a Bullet Bill that I must lure to in order for me to obtain the star. So, that's 5. 5. So, tama, there are 5 galaxies where Bullet Bill is depicted. Alright? 5 galaxies. Torpedo Bills also count, so therefore that's 6. So, tama, that's ano yun? That's 7 over 42 plus 6 over 42. And the answer is this, 54%. Okay? And that's it. Okay, next item. For item number 3, Mr. Josecia. Of course, you know who Mr. Josecia is, right? Now. You again? Okay, this is even more exciting now. More boring stats and props. Finally, that's the life that I like. Now, continue with the lessons and don't play Mario Kart Wii today. You're wrong, Nitnots. There's no Mario Kart Wii Racing Convention today. It's on a Friday. Now, even if that were so, don't invite me. Be boring. Back to the lecture. Thanks, Nitnots. Anyway, so let's go to Mr. Josecia. He is a jet setter who loves traveling all around the world. Here are the following countries where he planned to travel. So as you can see, yung mga countries na nag-go dito, ito yung mga countries kung saan yung balak ni Mr. Sia. Like China, Singapore, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Brunei, Egypt, USA, Russia, France, Germany, Canada, Brazil, and Zimbabwe. So, ilan yung mga countries dito? Kasi nga, around the entire world, there are so many countries. There are like more than 100s. Pero, I cannot list down all the 100 countries. So, I just got na ng some para mas madali. Okay? So, based on this, let's say for example, di ba, remember, let's say for example, you plan to go international flight. So, you will see these countries where you're gonna fly. Di ba? Of course, you can go to all countries kasi nga sometimes you have to take another plane to get there. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So, 15 different countries. Okay? So, now let's go flying. Letter A. Find the probability that he will fly to Thailand and to Afghanistan. Repetition of going to the same country is allowed. So, yan. Repetition is allowed. Ibig sabihin, that can be replaced. Let's say, for example, di ba remember, kapag bunot ka ng card, di ba remember normally when you get a heart card, that's 13 out of 52. Pero let's say, for example, if the heart card were to be replaced, that would be 52 cards again. Pero let's say, for example, not selected na, and in general, hindi na siya mababalik, of course, there are only 51 cards left. Like, for example, you get an Ace of Hearts. And then what you hold is, yung Ace of Hearts na kinunin mo, hindi pwede mo siya ibabalik. So, there are only 51 cards left. So, let's say, for example, if you want to get another ace, only 3 possible aces na lang. So, that's how the criteria goes. Okay? So, now let's go to the first question. Find the probability that he will go to Thailand and Afghanistan. Of course, the names are there. Thailand, Afghanistan. repetition of going to the same country is allowed. So therefore, the denominator does not change. So in short class, kapag sabi ko repetition is allowed, ang denominator ay hindi makaapekto. So therefore, di ba remember, going to Afghanistan, there are 15 possible outcomes. And then, going to Thailand is another 15 outcomes. But let's say if it can't be replaced, therefore, it's ano yun, 14. 14 countries na lang. So yan, and the answer is 0.444%. Yun. Next, letter B. He will fly to any country in Europe or siguro or na lang. Or a country whose name starts with C. Ayan. So he will fly to any country found in Europe or a country or country whose name starts with C. So what are the countries in Europe? Diba? China, Singapore, Thailand, Sri Lanka, of course they're all in Asia. Russia is in Europe. France is in Europe. Germany is in Europe too. Pero sabi dito, or any country that starts with the letter C. Of course, there are 2, Canada and China. So therefore, 3 out of 15 plus 2 out of 15. Dahil or eh. So dahil sa or, kailangan tayo mag-add. So 3 over 15 plus 2 out of 15. So 3 over 15, those are the European countries, while 2 over 15 stands for the countries whose name starts with the letter C. C as in cat. Speaking about letter C, let's go to letter C. Now, this time, he will fly to the Middle East and a country in North America. No repetition is allowed. Ayan, yun na talaga yung tunay na kung isisabihin ko sa'yo. When no repetition is allowed, ibig sabihin, kailangan ka mag-change ng denominator. So, let's say, for example, you will fly to the Middle East. Ilan yung mga countries doon sa Middle East? We have Afghanistan, Pakistan, Brunei. I do not know if Sri Lanka were part of the Middle East. So, yeah. So, there are 4. 4 countries in the Middle East. So, 4 out of 15 times, the denominator would be 14 dahil hindi pwede mo i-replace. And then he will go to a country in the North America. So, what are the countries found in North America? Of course, it's USA. USA is already found in North America. Si Canada din, that's North America. So, 2 out of 14. Okay? So, times 2 out of 14. And the answer is 0.038%. 3.81%. Yun lang. Next, letter D. Getting tricky. He will fly to a place where the Eiffel Tower can be found or any country found in the Northern Hemisphere. Diba when we say hemisphere, diba remember in geography, we have a concept called the Northern Hemisphere and the Southern Hemisphere. The Northern Hemisphere are the countries that are on top of the equator, while the Southern Hemisphere are those countries that are below the equator. Like for instance, I'm in the Philippines, right? So kung natira ka sa Pilipinas, you are in the Southern Hemisphere. Or let's say for example, you're in Canada right now. So where do you live? In the Northern Hemisphere. Of course, these countries are found in the Northern Hemisphere like of course, you know naman yung Europe, they're in the Northern Hemisphere. Russia, France, Germany, Canada, yes, they are in the North, and USA, they are in the Northern. Ang Brazil ay nasa South America, so therefore, hindi po kasali dyan sa Northern Hemisphere. Yung Zimbabwe at saka yung Egypt, they are in Africa, so hindi pwede. So tama, only 5. Pero ang sabi ko dito, or the Eiffel Tower. Nasaan yung Eiffel Tower? We know the Eiffel Tower is the most famous landmark that everyone knows. And you know where that is, right? Yaha! Bonjour, everybody! The Eiffel Tower is found in France. You better go to France and you're gonna love it there. Yaha! Yes, correct. The Eiffel Tower is found at France. So therefore, it's going to be 4 out of 5 out of 15 plus 1 out of 15. Pero we don't need to merge them both. So therefore, we need to subtract. So just using your common sense, you just do 5 over 15 na lang. But I know there's a formula to it. Yan, and it's 33%. Last but not least, letter E. Sabi ko dito, he will fly to any country in Asia, and then to Harare, and lastly to a country where you can find Universal Studios theme park. Take note, the countries cannot be replaced. So, di ba remember, ganito kasi yun. So, di ba remember, any country found in Asia, of course, that's China, Singapore, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Brunei. Those are the countries found in the, ano yun? Asia, di ba? And then, di ba remember, then to Harare. Where is Harare? Do you know Harare? Harare is the capital city of Zimbabwe. Very good. So, therefore, that's going to be 7 over 15 times 1 over 14. And then, lastly, over 13, di ba? So, to a country where you can find Universal Studios theme park. Do you know Universal Studios? Of course, we know that Universal Studios is one of the most famous places where people love to have fun. It's more like an amusement park. And I remember when I was 2015, I went to Universal Studios of Singapore. It was very nice, no? Yung Universal Studios doon sa Singapore. Ayan, nakita mo to yung litrato na to? This is an example of Universal Studios. At ito yun. Ito yung sabi ko sa iyo. Yung Universal Studios sa ano yun? Sa Singapore. Dito si Grover. Yan. Tsaka you can see the mga animals, the Madagascar. And you can also watch a movie. Tapos ito pa, ang pinakagusto ko sa Universal Studios ay ito, yung sa isang theater concert kung saan kayo makikita ng Sesame Street Muppets, yun kasama si Big Bird, si Grover, si Elmo, si Cookie, Bert, Ernie, yan. Ito yun. And even this one. Yun po. So that's it. So that's Universal Studios of Singapore. Where other countries have Universal Studios? Of course, USA. And I think that's it. Mga dalawa lang. I think there are only 2 countries where you can find those. So therefore, it's going to be 6 out of 16. Because, diba, remember, countries cannot be replaced. So, hindi pwede kasali yung Singapore. 6 out of 15 times, what's the country? Harare, 1 over 14 times 2 over 13. And the answer that you will get is this. The answer is 0.44%. That is the probability of doing these conditions. Alright? So now we're done with the first 3 items. Good.